Isabel, who dribbles to her left at the top of the key, picks up the bounce, gives it to Schiffauer. Open three from the right side. That's good. Schiffauer knocks it down without a hand in her face.
That was one of the first comments I made. Was just it's nice to have a team victory where everybody gets to be part of it, and you know, a lot of the kids that don't get to play all the time, you know, it's neat for them, it's fun for them to get out there and you know, get some minutes. They work just as hard as everybody else, and you know, when you have 3 games in a week, this was kind of a nice way to have the one in the middle have you an opportunity to spread some minutes around and rest some kids for a tough game.
7 seconds on the shot clock. Nogle steps inside the arc, tries the 2, bang! Tracy Nogle from the left side, and that is what the bench wanted to see when Nogle came into this one. Spartans have an opportunity to sweep the season series against the Michigan Wolverines and earn their 13th straight victory against Michigan and keep another Wolverine senior class winless against the Spartans.
This is 1, 2, 3's last time playing this team. They have not beat us this year. My career, all right? Go out there today. If you're going to play for anything, play for us 3 tonight, all right?
It's the left baseline shift out. Up top, Thompson. Catch and shoot 3 is good. You can hear the strong round of applause from the great Spartan contingent that is here. Ryan trying to create space on Thomas. 3 seconds to shoot. Spins and fires. Airballs it short. Kiana Johnson grabs the loose ball. Up the other way. Thomas quickly pushes, pulls up for the jumper, and knocks it down. 8 points for Jasmine Thomas, and the Spartans have their first lead of the game, up 20-19 with 7.5 to play in the first. Down into the lane, Jordan working on Pickrell, and she's blocked by Annalise Pickrell. Spartans come the other way, racing. Clarissa Bell pulls up inside of the arc. Now she sends it down low. Mills, who puts it up and in from the left side. Kate Thompson on the right wing. Now she steps to her right, tries a 3, airballs it. The ball trickles out of bounds. Spartan basketball. Kate Thompson scored 11 points in the first 7 minutes. She's been held scoreless over the last 10 now. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson left wing 3. Buries it. Nothing but net from Kiana Johnson. Her second rebound of the game. Lobbed up ahead to Schiffauer underneath the hoop. Up the right hand and lays it home. Schiffauer, hand off for Jordan. She curls to the right of the lane, and then her pass is taken away by Jasmine Thomas. A bad pass. Thomas the other way, pulls up in transition, buries the jumper from the left side at the elbow. Single possession, Thomas in transition, knocks down the jumper. A new career high for Jasmine Thomas brings the Spartans back to within 5. Full offensive board, kicked out to Johnson. 8 seconds to play. Johnson shoots the 3. That's in! 5 seconds left. It's in. Quick timeout, Michigan State. It's a 2-point game. Johnson heaves it up, knocks it down, but it's academic. The game is over. Michigan wins 70-69.
You know, it's disappointing. It was a great basketball game. Could have gone either way. You know, I hate losing. I hate losing to anybody, certainly Michigan, but you know, like I said, it's been there've been some good battles back and forth. We've just been lucky to be on the other side. So now we know what it feels like a little bit, and 4 games to go and time to go back to work.
My freshman year was amazing. It was a new experience. I met a lot of great people. I made a great bond with the players from last year, and majority of the players are still here, so that was great. Just being able to be a part of a family, I was accepted by the Spartan Nation, and that felt great.
50 to shoot. Spartans take their time. Johnson again the runner, and the freshman finds the reins this time.
Great call by Suzy Merchant, because her guards have been able to take Penn State off the bounce all game.
On the court, she has a commanding presence. She's got a lot of, I call it swag. You know, she comes to play ball. She thinks she's going to beat every team that we play. She brings us a lot of confidence and toughness in that regard from a mental aspect. Great facilitator on the court, tremendous communicator.
A lot of people from Chicago have swag, as they say. I probably wouldn't say I have swag off the court. Mine is just more on the court, just being who I am or who I want to be on the court. It's a way for me to express myself, and I'm not mean off the court, but on the court you probably couldn't tell. Like, I'm mean. I don't like the other team at all. Like, I don't have feelings for the other team. I just care about my team and getting a win.
You know, I think as a freshman she came in here and we had some swing guys and some post guys that could score the ball, and she likes to facilitate and, you know, run the offense, and she did a tremendous job. You know, the next step, the next phase is, you know, when people go 8 feet under a ball screen, you got to be able to stick it. And, you know, in that first part of the 9 games of the season that she was not playing in practice when she was on the other team, that was her goal. I said, you can't take a bad shot. If you shoot it every time you get it, I'm fine with that. She just had to get in her head a little bit to be more aggressive because she can score, and she did score.
So for the first 9 games of the season sitting out, I just wanted to learn about the players, each and every one, what would make us just go far, you know, what would push us, and what I needed to do on the bench to help motivate people and keep everybody focused, as well as keeping myself focused. If I could yell something to the players to help them, that's what I would do. I just wanted to help any way I could since I couldn't be on the floor.
The other thing about Kiana is you know, just how close she is to her family. Her mom is a tremendous role model and a hardworking person, and she has an older brother that I think has been a father figure to her and pushes her and gets into her and comes to her games, and they'll surprise her on the road, and you know, just knowing that she has that support. And if you ask her, you know, she's here and she's successful and she's doing a lot of the things she's doing because of her support from her mom and her siblings.
It's a lot of stuff I want to do. I want to use basketball to give me the finances I need to start my own business. I want to start a psychology clinic. I want to do real estate in Miami and eventually own my own hotel in Vegas. For psychology, it's just like, it's interesting the way the mind works to me. Being a point guard and being a psych major, I feel like they go hand in hand. To know your players, to know what makes them excel, to know how to talk to people. And being a psych major, that's pretty much what it is. You get to solve other people's problems, help them out, and that's what I want to do. I just like helping people.
There's a lot. Bell bounces it to Thomas on the left wing. 5 minutes into the first half, Michigan State trails 6-2. Underneath, Bell banks it in off the glass. Spartans trailing 16-8. 7 1/4 to play in the first. Now Thomas picks off a pass up to the rack with the right hand, and she banks it in off the window. That's a big-time play by Jasmine Thomas. 3 steals in this one so far. Now a pass down low is knocked away by Becca Mills, and here come the Spartans the other way, trailing by 4. Handoff for Thomas into the lane, finds Mills. Her 15-footer is good. Jasmine Thomas off the penetration, and Mills knocked that pass away, then hit the jumper on the other side, and the Spartans are to within 2. Thomas with the basketball for Michigan State in the lane, up with the left hand, banks it home, and she's headed to the line. Wow. Now she comes quickly the other way. Tried to get to Pickrell, instead to Bell. Open jumper, banked no. Pickrell offensive board and put back for 2. And Pickrell on the last 3 possessions has 5 points after starting 0 of 8 from the field.
It certainly isn't the end. And you know, it's important for a lot of reasons. I think you can look at an RPI situation, you can look at postseason, but it still isn't the magic number. So for us, I think with our adversity that we faced with some of the suspensions, all of our injuries, some other distractions along the way, the fact that there was a core group of kids that would fight and compete and challenge themselves every day to be the best they could be and get to a 20-win mark with 3 games to go, I think says a lot about their character and their toughness.
I'm a GA for the women's program, and we have 3 GAs actually, and each of us is assigned a coach. We have between 8 and 10 managers that we keep organized for game day setup, practice setup, and also helping Jamie with film breakdown.
I can't say enough about them. I can tell you that our program would not be successful without those people, and I'm amazed every day how much they do for our program for so little. We don't pay our managers. They do it for experience. They do it for the love of the game.
My senior year at high school, I managed 3 varsity sports. I decided I really liked it, and I decided it was definitely something I wanted to do in college.
I played 3 years of varsity basketball, so I just love basketball. My dad used to be a varsity coach when I was born, and I've just grown up around.
Me, I'm a basketball junkie. I'd be doing something basketball related, so it's probably getting to be around basketball, I mean, every day of the year if I want to be.
And in terms of our GAs, you know, we've really built that program up. It's something that, you know, has been important to me. We've gone out and found funding and donors to help us generate some revenue within our Spartan fund so that we can have graduate assistants. And everyone that comes in here, the expectation is 100% they want to get into the college game.
We don't always use our managers. Us GAs, we pretty much handle all the things that need to be done as far as travel goes. We handle food orders on the road. We also take care of like packing everything up, from stools to jerseys to clipboards, stats, everything that needs to be packed up, we get that done. Just making sure all the little things are taken care of so all the girls have to worry about is the game that they're about to play.
On game days, I'm usually under the basket, and during timeouts, I'll get the refs water. We have to wipe the paint down. Also, if like any of the girls fall, I have to run out there and wipe up the sweat and help them up and stuff.
First thing I do is I walk over and I get stats from the printer. I bring those back to the GA who hands them out to the coaches accordingly. And then I check my board, make sure everything's correct on it, and I'll pass it off to Coach Brown. And when the players break the huddle, she'll tell each player who their defensive matchup responsibility is from there.
For me, you know, I wish I could say I've had a plethora of them. Until I got to Michigan State, I certainly didn't know what managers could really do for your program and graduate assistants, because I really didn't have that. But you know, with everything that goes on in your program, from the community outreach to the academics to the day-to-day grind and the travel, recruiting is so much bigger. Football Saturdays are so much bigger. You need people to help you out.
As someone who wants to coach after college at you know, whatever level it may be, not a lot of people get the opportunity to, you know, watch Coach Merchant and watch Coach Izzo, just see how they go about preparing their team to win. It's been a pretty cool experience.
It's about knowing the athletes and be able to be a part of like the win, knowing that if a girl makes a shot, it could have been because you rebounded for them. It's just being part of that team. I think that the women's program and women's sports really is kind of been changed in my eyes over the past year.
You know, there's two little levels there. I think managers kind of lighten the atmosphere and, you know, make it a little bit fun. And I think our GAs, we challenge them a little bit to take the next step and that professional step of becoming more of a coach, think like a coach.
One of the things I wasn't aware of was how each GA is assigned to a coach for scouting purposes. Like I know I have Nickel, Anna has Tempe, and Justin has Mark when they need stuff for scouts, like plays, personnel, and all that stuff in. That's the GA's job to put all that stuff in there. I didn't know that. The coaches didn't do that. I knew they watched film, but I didn't know that they did all the rest of the stuff.
Just being part of the team when it's the 40th anniversary of women's basketball here, I think that's pretty great. I just love explaining that to people, mostly my family, because they think that what I'm doing is really special and just a good opportunity that Michigan State gives students.
To ask me what I think needs to happen is an urgency, an enthusiasm, an energy, a passion. The will has to be greater every possession. Every possession counts, every possession matters. And a little bit more of a connection between players when they're out there, better communication. I know sometimes I'm a little bit aggressive with that, but I never think you can over-communicate on the basketball court.
It's Suzy Ballinger to me. We're back. How you doing? Did you see us make the shot? We just made it, both of us. Suzy Mine went in on net. Hers hit the little backboard over there. Sweet. Good job, Suzy Bell. Yes, let's get it. All right. Hey, guys.